Look, let's cut straight to the chase here. Dev, you lost a lot of money, man.
You want me to say the real number?
If you want, I can bleep it if you don't.
If you're not comfortable, we'll bleep it.
Yeah, y'all can bleep it if you want.
Okay.
All right,
we'll bleep it.
yeah, we'll bleep it.
$1,000.
Oh my God.
We'll take a break. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go get a Mountain Dew.
You son of a biscuit. Would you grab me water?
Boys, I can run in Circle K if you want me to. Any requests? You guys like Skittles, Twizzlers?
We all know you don't have your wallet, man.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Fishing After Dark. And we actually have two special guests, 4 people in total, but one person is missing right now who's supposed to be sitting next to you. Where's your boy? Oh, he's walking in.
Oh, he's here.
Now.
He's here right now.
The suspense is just building.
It's
because we're not going to move forward until he sits down. No. So all of our audio listeners are just like, bruh.
Hurry up.
Bruh.
What are you doing, man?
Come on, get in shot. Hey, it's Fishing with Norm, baby.
Bougie. Mother frickers made me get them drinks because they couldn't go get them themselves.
And we certainly couldn't have done this before the podcast started, that's for sure.
That can't happen.
Obviously, we have Fishing with Norm in the house. We also have, Dangling with Devin?
Dangling with Devin, yeah. That's what the boys gave me.
Dangling with Devin. What is that?
Would you like a drink?
Oh, no, I'm good. I got my jug, man. I'm freaking hydrated as hell. Get your headphones on, you selfish rascal.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy? I like your shirt.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know.
You just heard yourself in your mic. You were just like, oh god.
Yeah, it sounds so nice.
There's that sexy voice.
By
the way, Devin, that's our camera right there.
Okay.
So if you ever want to address the people directly,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now, why is he so
down.
quiet?
I'm not quiet.
He's just he's talking a little
I just
low.
have a deep voice and I
you.
talk kind of low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're all
I
right.
have that jazz voice, you know?
You do.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, everybody in this podcast has a deeper voice than me, which is kind of uncommon because I've got a pretty deep voice, but Norm's got like a majestic deep voice.
Yeah, he
I
does.
don't know.
And bad sometimes, especially when he's sick with COVID. His voice is just like, oh, my
Dang,
dude just
shawty.
shotgun to bang
it's
on
all
a
over the
$200
mic,
mic.
boys.
Well, dude, that's funny because I'm
Jesus.
pretty sure Daryl hocked a loogie on that one.
Yeah, I'm
last
pretty
time.
sure he did too.
He didn't
Yes.
mean to. He was just talking. It just kind of boiled out.
Yeah, it was a
He
natural.
was like, my
occurrence.
turtle.
It happens.
You gave me the loogie mic, basically.
I'm sorry,
You
man.
sat me here.
I wasn't in charge of who sat where. I just said you could sit here or there. But before we go any further, guys, you know the Fishing After Dark podcast.
Dadgummit.
Why did I say it like that?
You
I do it every time.
You get nervous. You get a little nervous.
I'm not nervous. I just.
If you need me to do it, I can do it.
He does have a good read voice.
You know what the ad read is?
I don't know what the ad read is, but I can say it really cool.
Let me try it one more time, and then I'm going to
got
let you
this.
take over.
All right.
As always, folks, the Fishing After Dark podcast is brought to you by ShopCarls.com, a.k.a. Carl's Bait and Tackle. See, I did it right that time.
Yeah, you did.
It just took – I had to really concentrate.
Yeah.
But Carl's is the destination for online tackle. It's basically your online – or the internet's local tackle shop, basically.
I like that.
But Carl's is the premier destination for anything fishing. We're talking about rods, reels, line, lures. Cheapest place to find Guggen baits on the internet. That's a fact. Visit shopcarls.com. Check them out. But we'll talk about them more later in the podcast. What I want to talk about now is your mic still functioning?
Yeah, it's a little wet, but, you know.
He keeps
it'll
it
be-
on.
There wasn't a loogie on that one, man. I was just messing around.
Yeah, we're just now.
The
Daryl
loogie
was
one was this one, and I'm
oh,
putting my
you're
mouth
right.
all over it.
And you're just like you're on it.
We've already done
ASMR
one.
style.
I actually put Fisher Yin on this one so he could.
So he absorbed some of the Daryl loogie.
Yeah, he cleaned it with his lips.
Right. So
with
your
his mouth
so
set.
everybody should be good now. But man, so yeah. So can't go any further. We got to do some reviews first, and I'm gonna. Should we let somebody else read them?
Yeah.
Norm, you want to read some reviews, buddy?
I'd love to read some
See,
reviews.
what we like to do is because, Apple Podcasts, if you go on there, you can leave a 5-star review, and you can write something. And if you do that, we might read it on the air, or you might have a really famous YouTuber like Fishing with Norm read it. So, now, do you know how to read these, Norm? Because last time I tried to get Badge to read some, it was a gosh darn disaster.
I dropped out of college, but I can give it my best go.
Okay, well, here, read the username
Sick.
and then read the comment, okay? You ready?
you gonna toss it?
We have to do a throw.
Oh,
it's the
boy.
tradition.
All
1,
right,
2, 3.
You sure you want him to do this?
Beautiful.
We heard him try
All
to
right, so we're starting from
sound
the
out a
top.
word earlier.
Dude, oh, my God.
Yeah, this is getting.
And then swipe to the right. Not to the left, or you will see things that you never wanted to see.
Oh, okay. This is like your camera roll that we're in right now.
Well,
It's
we
gonna
have to
get
take
dangerous.
screenshots because there is zero service in this building. So I have to take screenshots outside and then bring them in. But
All right.
please read us our 3 reviews.
All right, so LOJO and AO are soulmates. The content.
Wait,
that you guys
what's the
create-
name? What's the name?
Oh, the name. Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
on the right
I'm new
side.
at this. I just work here.
Show them where it
The
is,
right
Badge.
side.
Show them where it is.
Badge, you're gonna have to help me out here.
Show
man.
them where the username is.
Oh, I can't say that name.
Are you serious? Is it bad? We can bleep it. It's fine.
It's
Sweaty.
Sweaty.
I thought you did it on purpose.
Were you trying to make me read that?
I thought that's why you asked Norm. You're
No,
like, hey,
dude.
Norm, you want to read these comments?
Here's what I do. I'm completely unbiased. I look at the first 3 that I see. I screenshot them. I don't even read them. I just make sure it's a 5-star review. I just screenshot it. I don't even look. So Sweaty.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
right? Oh my God.
I can't believe you got that domain. That's probably in high demand. You know what I mean?
Probably so. But what did old
He
Sweaty
said,
Nutsucker say?
he said, "Lojo and AO are soulmates. The content that you
Facts.
guys create is freaking awesome. I look forward to it every day."
Dope.
With this.
Oh, I love that
He
one.
probably
shotgun.
didn't see our beef content.
Right. Well, we're going to talk
Yeah.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about
They
that.
hate each other.
Yeah,
We-
that's why we sit
eyes.
across the table. But go ahead.
We
Right.
split the table up.
All right, next one. It's from JT Fishing Adventures.
JT.
Great
JT?
stuff. Love their videos and podcasts.
Dope. Especially the beefs.
I love you,
videos.
JT.
One more.
Last one. JC9090. Great podcast, guys. Only thing wrong with it is I want more. That's a good problem
That's
to
a
have.
really
Yeah,
good
that is a
problem
good
to have.
problem.
And we think about doing more, but it's just one of them things. If you start doing
Yeah.
too much of something, you can kind of dilute it and make it not as good. So we like the fact that it's once a week right now. It's kind of an exclusive thing.
It might go up more one day, but it's currently
Yes.
11:30. So
Right. Yeah, these things are filmed at night. You guys know that. If you didn't know, we film these after basically an entire day of shooting outdoor content. So we've sweated through. I mean, how many times have you changed shirts today?
This is my 3rd shirt today.
Right. This is my 3rd or 4th. I know you guys have changed. I mean, we're sweating. Speaking of sweating, I mean, we are just sweating.
Yeah.
Just
Me and AO took a swim in
I got badged.
Lojo's pond
And you did.
earlier, too.
That's
Not
right.
to spoil anything, but you
Yeah.
want your phone back?
Yeah,
Should I-
send it. Yeah,
The
give me-
ceremonial
Oh, don't
toss
trust
Give
here.
me a good one. Oh, that was a little squiggly. Okay. Yeah, so
Oh, shoot. I did the thing.
gee,
AO
dang
hates.
it, man.
Sorry.
Stay still
Why?
over there.
Just
Gosh,
sit
freaking
still.
darn it.
the mics, man. The mics.
There's a grasshopper on my energy drink. Hold up.
Do I have
There's
to, do I have to
always
sit closer?
bugs in
I have to
here.
talk
Oh,
closer?
don't push
No,
him
you're
in there.
good.
What are you
No,
doing,
I'm
dog?
trying to rescue him.
See, Badge makes fun of me because I'm always fighting some type of an insect over here. Normally I'm by myself, but there's like an insect. Like, look at that.
Oh, yeah,
Look at that
literally
freaking
right there.
thing. What is that?
Dude, when I walked in here, they were attacking me.
Dude, they do. And it's because now we have all this lighting equipment and we have just
Yeah.
the building's dark, but there's lights everywhere. The bugs are just attracted to it.
Speaking of, you got a whole new setup from the last time I was here. This is
Yeah,
nice.
dude.
You
This
got
is
the
your first
banners up in
time.
the back. Yeah.
Tell,
The tables
tell
are
me,
high.
yeah, how you feeling about
This
this?
is nice. I walked in and I was like, holy cow, Lojo
Looks-
upped his game.
Looks kind of professional,
yeah.
doesn't it?
The only thing that's not professional is when you back the boat into the trailer over there. And
Correct.
there's a hole,
Right.
Oh,
like
the
a gaping
building.
hole in the
yeah.
side of the building.
Well, luckily, I don't think the camera can see that, but and there was no cameras rolling when I did that. But I put the prop of that 150 Merc right through this metal building wall.
Hey, that's
right
just,
through it.
That's testimony to the Merc. It didn't even crack.
Didn't even crack.
Didn't
the building
even
just
crack.
crumbled. But yeah, the boat was fine. But yeah, we filmed some really cool content for Norm's channel. Devin,
Dude,
Devin was here.
I hate to kill the flow of this, but every now and then I just get like this mental block, and I need to make sure the cameras are rolling.
Oh my God!
Don't
well, that
judge.
one's rolling. I can see the red light on that one.
That one's not red.
Dude, we are the most unprofessional professional podcast.
Hey,
ever
we're gonna
existed.
fire you
That's-
twice, dude.
That's
I
what
mean,
makes
Shop
it work,
Carl's
though,
is
right?
pulling their sponsorship right now. I
Yeah.
mean, Eli's listening to this, and he's like, "Bro,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing?
We're good.
We're good.
We're good. Yeah.
I thought
good.
we were good. I looked at all of them too.
I have
We're good.
schizophrenia.
I got you.
I
Well,
don't
it's
think
good.
that's what
It's
that
good to
means.
check.
I don't think that's what that means.
I don't think that's what you have.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but we filmed a ton of content for Norm. Devin was there. Zayd was there running some dope shots.
Speaking
Dope.
of, Zayd is taking a fat nap. in
He
the Toyota
is
Corolla right now.
because I walked past the car to get
Yeah.
my hat out, and he was sacked out. That
Yeah.
man can what does he just not sleep at home or what?
Well,
Do you not allow him to sleep?
Well, we'll not get into last night, but last night was a situation.
Okay.
So he didn't sleep last night, so he's catching up on sleep today. But
Well, that's good.
he
Okay.
grinds. He
But
grinds.
he's got to
Situation.
drive.
Yeah.
He's got to drive you home though, right? 2
yeah,
hours.
that's why
tonight?
he's sleeping now.
Oh,
yeah.
I gotcha.
It's all strategized.
So can you tell us anything about last night, or is it just super top secret?
We just won't get into that.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh,
it's-
okay.
you don't- yeah.
So it must have been one hell of a good night then.
Well, I wasn't there, but yeah. It was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. We'll leave it up to their imagination.
Man, we thought you were gonna drop some like exclusive stuff on the podcast.
So
man.
he
I'm a
hung
little-
out with
little
whoever
disappointed.
commented that first thing?
Yeah, basically.
I'm just kidding. I'll cut that. I'll cut that.
Wait, who commented what?
Jesus.
It went over everybody's head. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't-
Sweaty.
This is one of those podcasts. This is a very special podcast because sometimes before the podcast, me and Badge will brainstorm on topics we want to talk about. What do we want to talk about with the guests? And tonight we made it a point to not have any direction whatsoever. Now, what we did do is go eat Mexican. But who was our waiter, by the way? What is his name?
I can't remember.
Glenn? Is that right?
Is it Glenn?
That was on his shirt. I'm
There's
pretty
no
sure.
way his name was Glenn.
Well, I know, but that's what his shirt said.
Either way, if he was cool.
Anyways,
He
if
was
you're
awesome.
if you're listening, Glenn, from the Mexican restaurant near where we live, you know who you are, dude. You're the freaking man. So we don't have a direction, any direction to go in, but we know we want to talk about a couple things. Need to talk about a little bit about you and your backstory because you don't have a YouTube channel, but
No.
you're on Norm's channel all the time. So I'm sure there's some things people want to know a little bit more about you. We're going to talk about maybe Norm a little bit and his.
If you guys really
I
want
mean,
to.
your life is pretty standard for a YouTuber, but
Yeah.
then we also need to get to the beef that me and Bad's got going on.
Yeah, it's freaking heating up
It's a
in here.
heated up
Surprised y'all are
internet
sitting
beef.
so close.
There was a fist fight
Yeah.
earlier. I had to break
Right.
it up.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a reason why we sit across the podcast table from each other because we can't quite sit next to each other. You can't even keep a straight face doing this, can you?
I can, dude. I'm freaking ticked. Freaking pissed off, man. I'm fuming.
Okay, so let's take this from the top. All right, so you guys were you with them in New York?
No, I didn't go.
Oh,
to
you
the
didn't go.
meeting.
Okay.
That was a little solo rip, or a me and Zayd rip.
Okay, so you guys
Yeah.
just got back from like upstate New York, right?
Yeah.
But you had some pretty interesting travel on the way there, right? You had
Yeah.
had some missed flights and
Insane.
some weird
yeah.
situations.
No, so basically, I don't want to get too far into this because it's not about me, but this.
sure
so-
it is. Who's touching their mic over there?
I think
There's
that's
some
Ayo.
loud noises. There's
I hit
like
it
a
with
lot
my
of, lot
earbud.
of these going on. Those are not good. That's you. You good?
I hit it with my earbud. I did like that because of my schizophrenia.
Are you on that you on that NyQuil game tonight again?
No, I'm just chilling. I
Doing a
mean,
little face lean on me like one of these.
I'm in a like I'm good.
I mean, I'm in a haze, but anyways, go
I'm gonna
ahead.
crash on my way home tonight, but I'm fine.
Everybody's driving home tonight except me, which is the best feeling in the world. But anyways, Norm, so your trips. You're going to New York to do a solo rip,
Yeah.
and what happened?
So basically, we do like a throw the dart at the map challenge. So wherever it landed, we had to go. It landed on New York. So we had like a connecting flight from Washington D.C. to New York, and it was actually sponsored by Carl's Bait and Tackle, the best place to buy
Dude,
tackle.
nice.
Guys. Yeah.
Double sponsor.
Yeah, there we
Let's
go.
freaking
Jeez.
Two spon- So somehow, some way, we get there, and this lady has to take a dump.
Wait. You guys were in
So
D.C.?
from Tallahassee,
Yeah.
we land in Washington D.C.
Like, did she say something? Was she like, oh,
No, she was
my
walking.
dump.
So she was walking to.
I'm
she
sure
was-
that's what an old lady said.
She was walking to the back, and the flight attendant's like, "We can't move the plane until you sit down." Like we'd already landed, but they couldn't go to like the landing dock until
Okay.
she sat down.
Okay,
And she's
okay,
like,
okay.
"I have to go use the bathroom." She's like, "If you go to the bathroom, we can't bring the thing up."
Yeah,
So
they
you guys
can't roll
get-"
the little
Yeah.
stairs or whatever, the
And
thing.
The
Yeah.
flight took 30 minutes extra to even take off because they were checking something on the plane that was messed up.
Okay.
So we had a 40-minute layover. So we were like right there on the edge, and so was everybody in the plane. And this lady's just like, "Nah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now." She goes for like 30 minutes. We're all stuck in the plane.
Are you kidding me?
She was
We just
wrestling
watch.
hot
We are
snakes.
connecting gates in Washington D.C. We just watch our flight take off.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes to get to your gate,
Yeah.
and she's just dumping.
So
Hot
then we get
snakes.
stuck in Washington D.C. for 24 hours. It's like 9 a.m. when we get there, and the next flight isn't until 11 a.m. the next day.
Oh, so y'all had to stay in D.C.
Yeah.
Wait, were people like pissed at this lady when she came
dude,
out of the
whole
bathroom?
plane was
People
so
like just
angry.
staring her down?
Yeah, I don't know how much we got on camera, but it's gonna be like a little part of the series. But yeah, that was a mess. And then we were stuck in Washington D.C., so it took a day off of our New York trip. But in New York, we literally got chased by a Karen on a boat to the boat ramp because I was fishing a water park.
Yeah, that's BS, man.
It was
Yeah.
it was the weirdest 3 days of my life, but yeah, it was cool.
You
Yeah.
film a bunch of underage women and they just like chase you
They
out of
just
there.
for some reason
I don't
get
know.
That's just
freaked
so
out.
lame.
Who knew that was such a touchy subject?
I don't know if that's it.
We'll let Norm explain the full extent of that interaction on his channel, but you were not filming underage people purposefully. You were trying to fish.
no, they were never on camera either. So
Right,
we were fishing.
so-
We were fishing a water park, and it just so happens that there's
It was a
there's
misunderstanding.
I don't,
old
want to
people,
blow
young
this.
people
When
there.
is that video coming out on your channel?
should be in like a week or so. We're trying to.
It'll
edit it
it'll
very
come out
nicely.
before we put out this podcast.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
we're
it's
gonna
probably up
hold
as
it
we're
until
talking
you drop
about
that
it.
because
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
spoil that. That's
Yeah.
a banger, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it was insane. So yeah, some lady got mad. She sent a dude on a boat. They chased us like probably like
And
10
he-
minutes.
and he had a
down.
camera too, right?
And he had a camera. So then he started filming us, and I was like, "Nice camera, bro." You'll see the video.
Yeah,
is-
dude,
is
I
what
can't
it
wait
is,
to
but
watch that one, man.
I think it's top 5. Like Flair's like "You don't own the water, bro" was like
Yeah.
legendary.
Yeah.
And then John's confrontation like at the boat ramp or whatever,
Yeah.
that was pretty legendary.
Me and you. And our
Yes,
good
yes,
buddy,
yes,
we had a
yes.
good one too.
That was
We
a
had
good one as well. But I
It's
think
got
this is
million
like
views.
this
yeah.
is a top 5 like fishing altercation. Like
No kidding.
on camera. It was ridiculous.
I
dude.
can't wait to see it, dude.
I'm excited.
But so you got to New York. I'm sure the weather was dope because
Dude, so nice.
it's summertime here,
Yeah.
which sometime in New York, it's like it's supposed to be nice, right? Like good
Yeah,
weather.
I didn't realize that New York is so similar to like Florida and Alabama and Georgia.
Really?
Like you get up there and there's more trees.
Well, you
It's
were
like
in
a little bit more
upstate New
hilly.
York.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. Yeah.
But dude, the mountains up there, the views.
That's
it was
crazy,
amazing.
man.
Like
you don't think of that when you think of New York. You just think like
No,
city and
that's
just
what I was
everybody's
thinking, too.
rude and mad all the time. But
dude, it was so nice. The food was amazing. The fishing was amazing.
where did you guys fish? Can you say?
Yeah, we fished Lake Saratoga, I think, and then we
Okay.
fished another lake that I can't remember. Brant, I think it was.
Isn't Saratoga? That's a pretty famous lake, isn't
Yeah,
it? I've heard that.
I think
before.
Lunkers fished Lake Saratoga before, and the
Okay.
guy that I went with has a lake house right on Saratoga, so we went and got like a ton of fish on the
Smallies?
zinger. No, I didn't catch a smallie.
Are
the whole
you
time.
kidding
I
me?
couldn't get away from the largies, man. I
How
kept
did
on
that
catching
happen?
largies.
Did you catch any big ones up there?
Nah.
Nice.
Well,
They
we
don't
wanna-
really
We don't want to spoil it too much. Did you catch any big ones?
Yeah, you
No.
guys don't have to watch. It's good. It's fine.
Well, the video's already come out. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're not gonna put this
I
out
cannot
beforehand.
believe
Yeah.
you didn't catch a smallie, man. Dude, I've never caught a smallie. Have you ever caught a smallie?
I've caught when I did the Uncharted with John and Lawson.
That's
we
right,
went and
okay.
I caught like probably 8 smallmouth, but my biggest is probably like a pound and a half.
Damn.
So I
We've-
want to get like a solid smallmouth.
Yeah,
bite.
we've
I
got
did
to we've
too.
got to
I
do
did
that,
too.
man, because you never caught one either,
I haven't.
right? Have you ever
No.
caught a smallie?
No, never caught
Dude,
small.
That
we
would
got-
be a heck of a trick.
We know people,
Yeah.
man, who are on big smallmouth, man.
Dude,
I mean,
I've never been further north than North Carolina.
Do they have them in North Carolina, you think?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I
I've
think
never
they
been
do.
far
in,
enough
the,
north.
in the rivers
They
and the
should.
streams.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they really?
I mean, they
Yeah.
have them in North
Oh, sweet.
Alabama, so you'd think they've got them
Yeah.
in North, North Carolina or whatever.
Oh, wow. Never mind.
Yeah, dude, Tennessee and North Alabama specifically is some of the best smallmouth fishing out there. You just got to know where to go. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
which we don't know where to
Which
go.
we have no freaking idea.
Yeah, I
we don't know
figured
where to
that
go
out.
for largemouth bass half the time. So anything other than that. So you didn't go with them,
No,
but
I stayed back.
dangling with Devin, is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what the
For
boys
some
gave
reason,
me.
it just doesn't feel right.
Well, when they said it out loud, it felt right.
Maybe we could like ditch the width and it could be like Dangling Devin or something like that.
Or just
Devin
Dangling.
Dangling.
Devin, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dangling with Devin. You don't like that?
Oh, no, I'm not saying I don't like it. I don't. I look at you, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
When you look at me, what do you see?
I'm gonna have to think about it, but get back to me.
All right, by
And
the end of the podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about it. When I'm not talking, I'm gonna be staring at this catfish head, and I'm gonna be thinking
So
about
the
it.
catfish
You
reminds
seem
me
more
of
like
you.
a guy that's not.
Not quite. It just helps me think.
You seem like a guy that doesn't have like a youthful name. You seem more like a Devin. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
a Dangling with
Is-
Devin, just Devin.
I was about to say, well, that's
Is
my
Devin
name.
That's the same.
is Devin not youthful? I feel like Devin's pretty youthful.
No, but I mean, like when somebody says Dangling with Devin, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
got tattoos, you're wide set,
Right.
like,
You're a veteran.
jacked.
You're a
Yeah.
veteran. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I kind of like that because you are a veteran, man. Shows that you're soft.
Yeah, got to be.
Not like that.
Dude, freaking, he loves to pick on veterans.
Yeah.
He does it behind
Nope.
closed doors.
No,
man.
I don't.
No wonder you fired him.
Nope.
I see why you
AO
fired
hates
him.
I just meant it shows your soft side, man. Look,
I love
man.
to say Badge hates veterans because he clearly doesn't, but it's
Nope.
just so funny because you get uncomfortable.
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
you spell your name?
Oh yeah, that's a weird one. It gets misspelled all the time. It's Devyn.
Never would have spelled that
Yeah.
right. I would have
Yeah.
said I or D. Devin.
Yeah, I blame my mother for that one because I looked it up
Yeah.
and it's actually I'm gonna get roasted for this. It's the female way to spell it, and
Well-
I told my mom that and she said no,
You-
it's not.
You know his name?
You know you're sitting next to somebody with a girl name, right?
Yeah,
What is my name?
Lauren.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I can sympathize with you much, but because Devin, when you say Devin, it's still I think boy.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you think boy? Norm, you think boy when you hear Devin?
If a chick was named Devin,
I know 2 dude Devins and 1 female Devin. So
Right, right.
yeah, I feel like it's more of a dude's name.
But how
I'm the
many
female
guy
Devin.
Laurens do you know? Me.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
exactly.
one.
And probably
I think.
plenty of girl
Do you think
Laurens.
your parents wanted a girl and they were
Dude,
like,
I've
LOJO
asked
came
them.
out?
I have asked them at least a dozen times. I can't get a damn straight answer. So I'm guessing that they thought I was a girl and they had the name Lauren picked out. And my parents had like this weird thing with initials. So like my sister and I have the same initials. So I guess they wanted to keep like the L thing going on the first name. So they probably had the name Lauren picked out.
Landon.
Did they ever have another
There's
name
another
picked out
option?
for you?
They don't give me any answers. They're
Larry?
just like we washing our
His
hands
name's
out.
Larry.
Yeah, my dad's name's Larry, so it was just like a
That would be
thing.
kinda cool.
My sister's name's
Yeah.
Elizabeth with an
He
L.
kind of
so-
looks like a Larry. if you think
Elizabeth?
about it.
I don't
me
know.
or my dad?
No, yeah.
Really? Larry?
I don't
Your
know.
dad kind of looks like a Larry too.
My dad looks like a Larry.
Yeah.
He is a freaking Larry.
Yeah.
He is Larry Johnson, baby.
Kind
let me
of
tell you.
Larry the Lobster. He's
Yeah.
kind of
Living
the
like
human
Larry?
version.
Is that it? Living like Larry?
Yeah.
He's teaching me about some SpongeBob terminology. I like SpongeBob, but I just didn't know there were so many phrases. You had a great SpongeBob phrase earlier that went completely over my head and
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
And
I
mine.
said all my
What was
friends, like all my friends are here, like Chip, Napkin, and Penny. It's
Yeah.
from then nobody got it.
I remembered
So-
it after you explained it because he was scared
Yeah.
about breaking. He broke his butt or something, right?
What?
I don't know. It's just like if you
I
say
was like, what?
if
You
you
just
say
get
a
your friend?
joke and nobody gets it, it's how you know it wasn't a good joke.
Yeah,
so-
we'll write that.
Well,
one out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just,
We can
I,
go ahead and leave this topic if you want.
Hey, look, you're like the best SpongeBob supporter out there. I
Yeah.
can't believe you want to change the subject from SpongeBob.
Yeah, I
Well, it
know,
all
I'm
makes
just-
sense. We're talking about names, man. I was just curious about the spelling of his name because I was trying to think of like Instagram handles for you. But
Yeah, I was just saying. I mean,
Maybe Devin's not taken just with the Y.
just Devin.
No, it's
Just the-
definitely taken. It's
Yeah, I was just,
I would
just
think
being
it's taken.
optimistic, but
Yeah, it might not be. The spelling is kind
Dangling
of
is.
unique. Dangling?
Just dangling is taken because I looked at it.
Well, then you need to have your name. I think I like your name in it. I do like the Devin.
that's
in
the
there.
toughest part is coming up with a name.
Yeah,
When you want to do
dude,
like
100%.
dude, I think dangling with Devin goes hard, man.
Thank you.
Get
Thank
that
you.
Yeah.
tatted up.
But
Just
it's,
tat
it's
it
like
on
a
your
lot.
forehead.
It's like a lot to say. So like when somebody comes up and they're like, "Yo, it's AO, LOJO, or Norm," it's easy to say. It's like one
Right,
syllable.
right.
So
Maybe
you
that's
need,
what
like,
I'm thinking.
Dangling would be kind of hard.
Do you
Like,
have ever been called Dev?
Yeah. So like
How do you feel
I've been
about
called. I mean, that's normally what the ladies call me.
I kind of like that. I
yeah.
kind of like Dev. If you want to
Or-
do Norm, AO, LOJO, Dev, like
Yeah.
that kind of
That kind
slaps
of
to
rings,
me.
honestly. I kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Dang. I like
with
Dev.
Just
Dangling with
Or just-
Dev.
Dangly.
We just had a breakthrough right here.
Mhm.
You guys heard it first. Yeah, I think
right.
that's it. I don't know if you're gonna change it, but
I'll
if
change
you
it.
did,
I'll-
I would.
just for you. I'll change it.
I followed you on Instagram today.
Yeah,
so it was-
finally.
did I follow you back?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was embarrassed about
Yeah,
that.
I had to pay
also
LOJO
follow
$10,000 for him
Yeah.
to follow me on Instagram. So
Dude, neighbor Daryl always jokes whenever me and him go places, people recognize me, and he just makes the biggest joke out of it. He's just like, "Yeah, he pays me $100 to drive him around all day." He loves it, man. And people recognize him now too. Like all of his family hits him up all the time because they see him in the videos.
There were some people who thought
Yeah.
I was serious when we collabed at like Lake Jackson and did the single thing.
Mm-hmm.
They legitimately thought that I had to pay you $1,000 to get you in my video.
Did you say that in the video?
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
don't
like, I had to
remember
pay him
that.
$1,000 to get here, guys. So please subscribe.
People
and they thought I was
thought
being
that was
There was
serious?
like 3 that thought it was serious, and I had to like. Well, it's all
People-
jokes, guys.
People just don't know, man. Me and you
Yeah.
go so way back. It's like,
yeah,
you know.
Hey, how tall are you really?
7'3".
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
badge is 6'8",
Yeah.
and then I'm a solid 6'3",
I'm 5'3".
5'3".
Yeah.
Okay, but you're built though.
Yeah. Well, that's why I look
You got
built.
the width,
Yeah.
so it makes you look taller.
I think we need to get on a subject where we're
Dude,
talking about
I-
titles and thumbnails. Right
I don't
now.
even have my freaking timer set, bro.
Yeah, I just looked at the thing. We're good. We're 23 minutes in this piece.
Already?
So we got like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, to the first break.
Look, let's cut straight to the chase here. Dev, you lost a lot of money, man.
We're jumping right into that.
Yeah,
huh?
let's
Dude, we
do it.
can't jump into that now. We're about to take a break in 5 minutes.
Well,
but
we
you
can-
could.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Okay,
can keep it short.
Here's what we could do. No, I want to hear. I wanna
Let me
hear
drill. Let me
details.
drill him with some
okay,
questions.
drill
really
him.
fast.
Drill him. But
What's the largest sum amount you've lost? What?
whoa, you can't dive right into that.
Sure,
Dude.
yeah, no. Go for it. Go for it.
What's the largest sum of money you've lost in the
what-
stock market?
Yeah, I was
In
about to
what-
say we have to
Wait,
get some
wait, like-
context here.
Like
Yeah.
cumulatively.
Like just one.
sh-
Yeah. Whatever that word you just said was.
You're talking to college
Break it-
dropouts
well,
here.
break it down for the people. What is cumulative money lost compared to like
Well, it would
gross
be
money
like
lost?
all like money over time that I've lost.
Okay. Yeah, let's start
And,
there.
and technically that's now because I lost it all.
Okay, so
You
what-
lost
so-
everything.
Yeah, everything. Everything's gone. And honestly,
Oh
I kind
my
of
God.
I don't want to blame this man.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's
boy.
my fault
But
somehow.
I did have a lot of money when I moved back from Hawaii. And then I started hanging out with him and stopped paying attention to my
Oh,
portfolio.
jeez, and that's what got you.
That's what got me.
He probably got you on that Doge game, didn't he?
No, I'd stayed away
No,
from
I told
Doge.
him to. If
Oh,
he would be
man.
in the green right now if he would have listened to me, but unfortunately, you know.
I would not have. You told me to buy like 70 cents, and I said, "What?" Like,
And then hold
no,
it.
no, no, no,
Diamond
no, no, no.
hands, baby.
I was trying to
Do
tell you
not
at like
sell.
14 cents or something like that. I got in at
Which
4
would have been a
cents.
nice little buy right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
the
so
last 6 months, it's. You want me to say the real number?
If you want, I can
you're
bleep it. If
comfortable-
you don't,
if you're not comfortable, we'll bleep it.
Yeah, y'all can bleep it if you want.
Okay.
all right,
we'll bleep
bleep.
it.
Yeah, we'll bleep it.
$1,000.
Oh my God. Oh.
How did you get that money? Stock
Oh,
market? You got that money in the
God.
stocks?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of
Oh.
people, if you guys watch Norm's videos 3 years ago, is when we like first filmed together.
Yeah, 3 or 2, I
in,
think.
in Tallahassee. And long story short, I accepted a really nice job out in Hawaii,
Yeah.
where they paid me very
Sick.
lucratively.
That's
and,
awesome.
I've always lived frugally, and so I was able to just live off my basic needs, and I just kept putting money away,
Okay.
and eventually it just ballooned over time.
Dang, dude.
Hey, that sundial, right? That was the big one.
That made me a lot of money, and it also lost me a lot of money.
So how much in that same time frame? I mean, well, you said you lost it all. So I mean,
Yeah,
it
so
was,
in almost 2 years, I put my initial $200 in and grew it up to that in 2 years.
wow.
Sheesh,
And then lost
dog.
it all in the next year.
5 months, 5.5 months.
What was the cause of it? I mean,
I'm not joking. I just wasn't paying attention, and we were out one day, and I actually didn't tell him that day. I think I told you like maybe a month later,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
checked, and 50% was gone, like
Oh.
that.
Yeah, wasn't it like you were using like, or what portfolio were you using where it wouldn't let you?
Oh, Weeble.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't let you. He couldn't sell, and he just watched his whole portfolio
Why
like
couldn't you sell?
diminish.
Well, there was earlier in the year, there was that day where like a bunch of different like platforms didn't allow people to trade certain things.
Robinhood?
Yeah, Robinhood, Weeble, like a bunch of them did it, and that was the original like large sum of money that I lost.
Yeah.
And then it just
Dang, man.
I got scared and started making bad decisions. I was so good at making really great decisions and
Yeah.
actually sticking to what my game plan.
Yeah.
And I just didn't do that.
You were on a hot streak, and then maybe.
Oh, the hottest of streaks.
Yeah.
I quit my job.
Wow.
And
And
I
in
just-
Hawaii.
yeah,
Where
quit
you were
it
just
because I
making
was-
bank.
Yeah.
So that's how well it was going.
And now you film fishing.
And
videos.
now you film fishing
now,
videos, and you're
baby.
dangling with Dev. Dangling with Dev was born.
Hey,
We're
we
moving
finna
up
run
on
that
the
stock portfolio right back up.
With what money?
Dogecoin. You got to start your channel first.
Oh, is that what we're
And
That's
then
true.
you
We're gonna
gotta
talk
hit
about that, too.
1,000 subscribers, I think, and then they start paying you.
You seem kind
I
of
was
like
like
the
10.
guy though that like even if you crushed it, like crushed it, like made, like if you had that amount of money, some people would just pull that out and say, "Dude, I did it. That was good enough." Put that like a mutual fund and just kick it. But you seem like the kind of guy that, like, you're chilling either way.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly it. I grew up not having a lot of money, so I know what that life is like, and like I busted my butt to have the success that I did have. So once I had it, I was just like, well, I don't need this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
lived without it. You lived frugally.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
just like,
One of the best
You know.
feelings I had having it was actually taking care of my family.
absolutely.
Like I paid for 4 of my family members to come out to Hawaii. Everything paid for 2.5 weeks of them there.
Oh,
Wow.
And it was just
That's expensive, dude.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. You seem like the kind of guy though, man, that you wouldn't let it affect you. Some people that could send them down a dark path.
You
But
just got to
Yeah,
be mature
yeah.
enough to
Yeah.
handle it. I mean, I
Well,
cry sometimes at night.
Well, yeah. How old are you?
29.
Okay, so you're in your 20s still. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, for one more
You got
year, let's
time.
not like.
well, but I'm just saying.
All right, you
you're
just
still
turned
in your
18.
We
20s.
throw trash at each other all the
He
time.
was quick to take that back. He's like, yeah, but you're about to be 30. So it's all over now, buddy. And now a quick message from our sponsor, Carl's Bait and Tackle. Guys, I've been working with Carl's Bait and Tackle since 2018 when they first launched the site. I was actually working with them before then when they were just Catch Go, but then they launched shopcarls.com. They have an impressive and ever-growing list of the most popular fishing products on the market and at a discounted price most of the time. The team over there is constantly adding even more new products, running great promotions and sales, and then making content that kind of shows you and breaks down how to use all the different new lures coming out. And if you're a Carl's Club member, you're actually going to get 30% off a ton of items on the site, and you'll get free shipping and early access to new products. They also recently introduced Carl's Tackle Insurance, which is kind of funky. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. And you can file up to 4 claims per year. So that means you cast off your favorite crankbait, you break off on a giant bass next to the boat, you cast it into a tree and have to break it off. No matter what the situation is, Carl's will replace that hard bait. Carl's is where I get a ton of my fishing gear, and it's the cheapest place to get Guggen baits. I know I always say that because that's a very important feature of shopcarls.com. There'll be a link right at the top of the description, guys. Click it. Go check them out. Now back to the podcast.
how many likes would it take on this podcast for you to start a channel, Devin?
Great question.
How many likes do you guys average?
Well, we can't tell you that.
Like
can
12,
we?
12, 13?
12,
Yeah,
13?
maybe
All right,
15 on a good one.
Yeah.
Right. 1.
Oh, shoot. Let's
No,
go.
that's-
Who's going to be that first like,
That's
baby?
lame. We need to run it up. Run it up.
No, I think so. We've been talking about that today, kind of like joking about how you need to start a
Yeah,
channel because you're in Norm's videos a ton. When did?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you got back from Hawaii, when did you guys like actually start?
The day of.
The day? No,
The
I'm
day
not.
you got back?
Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
joking.
And
because,
when was that?
I actually came back to visit. 'Cause I had a couple weddings to go to, and That was, man, I don't even remember, end of April, I think.
Okay,
Or no,
so-
beginning of April.
So recent, pretty recent, 4 months ago.
Hold on, I'm trying to do math. I'm not good at that.
Oh,
College
boy.
dropout.
Frick.
Yeah,
No, yeah, the
military
beginning of
guys.
April. It was the beginning of April.
Dude, he went flying.
Yeah,
you
you
see my
yeeted
guy?
him.
He just.
I've been
got
so
yeeted across the
tempted to
room.
talk about bugs, but I know they don't like that, so I just have been quiet about it.
Yeah, dude, they hate us.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys started filming together because you came back from Hawaii because
Yeah, so like I said, I quit my job out in Hawaii because I didn't need it. I wanted
you
to
were doing
pursue.
well.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
to just do my own thing, and I came back, had a couple weddings to go to, and I was like, you know what? While I'm back stateside, I'm gonna come home and visit my family, and just one thing led to another. First day back, Yak Back was in town. First day I ever met him. He still had his red truck at the time. and
Dang.
Nice.
Before we got in car
Yeah.
accidents.
Old
What
Jack.
was the first video you ever filmed? Do you remember when you got back?
Yeah. Oh, when I got back, it was
Yeah.
that video. It was the first gas station food challenge.
750,000
Took
views. Yeah.
Damn,
The first video
son.
back.
Took off.
Yeah.
So you were the magic ingredient.
I mean, basically, I'm not saying
You were
that,
what
but-
he was missing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I've always been what he's missing.
Yeah.
You
I
were
was
in
missing
Hawaii,
them.
and he was just like, "Damn it,
Man,
I
I
need Dev back."
FaceTimed him multiple times in Hawaii, telling him to come out because it was
Yeah.
it was that year during COVID. I had nothing to do in Hawaii.
Oh,
I had to
man.
work, and then
Yeah.
like even close the beaches down. He wouldn't come out. Can you stop doing that? I can hear it.
What are you
What are
doing?
you
I'm just
doing?
trying. I just keep opening the Mountain Dew. I'm trying to get you that
ASMR?
sponsorship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
we don't even speak that name on this podcast.
I mean,
Nope.
we're out here with Mountain Lightning right now.
yeah, Mountain Lightning. They keep ignoring us. We're not going to give them any love. Just turn that label around when you put it on the table.
Here, this
There
I'll-
you give
I'll
them
do,
the
I'll
back.
do you one better.
I love it. Love the energy. So did he break you off a little piece of change from that video or what? I mean,
No,
750,000
no, no, I don't-
views,
I mean,
man.
Hey,
Yeah,
fun
me, I've
fact,
never-
I
That's-
still haven't even got paid for that video yet. I haven't got
What?
paid from Google AdSense in
Why?
in a year.
Well,
year and
you've
3
gotten
months.
paid.
Whoa, whoa,
Well,
whoa,
that's-
whoa,
that's-
whoa,
no,
whoa, whoa,
that-
whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa,
not
whoa,
entirely
whoa.
true.
Yeah, you've gotten paid. They just
That's not
haven't released the
entirely true.
money.
Yeah, no,
What-
so
wait.
yeah, no, like it's in my AdSense account, but
Well,
I
right.
haven't.
So you got paid. You just haven't cashed the check.
He can't.
it hasn't hit my bank account.
What does
Yeah,
that mean?
right.
What does that mean? Like they won't let you take the money out?
Whenever I got hacked, that's the thing. So you got to be really careful. Somebody in Saudi Arabia hacked my YouTube. I think we already talked about it, so I'll be
Yeah.
quick. But they hacked it, took all my summer earnings from 2019, and then I realized at the end of summer I was like, hold up, where's all my
That's when me and you were
money?
running together a lot. Yeah.
And then so I had to get it back. I had it back for a few months, and then they blocked it because I had got a new bank account. And now I'm like with YouTube support, which is a nightmare
Oh,
to try to get
God.
my stuff. So I haven't got paid from YouTube in like a year and 3 months.
It's okay. I know what it's like to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Are you
Right.
kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I can show you right now.
So wait,
Or never mind, my
but
phone's-
you're just waiting on YouTube to figure it out?
yeah, so
you
my,
can't do anything.
It shows
Can
me
you-
my
can-
money, but they won't put it in my bank account.
If
Yeah,
we
they
bleep
don't
it
have
out,
the-
you
the
want to tell
support
me
service is
how much?
Horrible.
I can
show
show
me.
you how
Yeah,
much.
just
I
show
have
me
to
and
say.
don't say it, and then you can react.
Dude, oh
accordingly,
my
Andrew.
goodness gracious.
Yeah,
dude.
so it honestly kind of works out though because I don't spend any of my money. I've lived off of sponsorships paid.
Well, yeah, but you just don't want a situation to occur where that money were to like just
Yeah.
disappear or something crazy. you
how
No.
know?
does that work with taxes?
Yeah, taxes too. You don't
Do you
pay
have to
taxes on it
report?
because you haven't got it.
Yeah.
Hasn't entered your business, dude.
Yeah, it has never
Sheesh.
hit your
The
hands. You don't pay
IRS,
nothing.
when it does enter his business, they're gonna be like,
Oh,
hey,
you're gonna have to write a fat check when you get
Yeah,
that,
it's
bro.
gonna be so much fun, dude. I can't wait.
You're gonna have to hire an accountant just for that freaking
I feel anxiety
Yeah, I know. That's
for
terrible.
you right now. Are you
Well,
not
I-
going to show
I
me?
knew- I
You
knew
don't have
you-
service?
No,
Yeah,
but
there's no
it's-
service.
I'll say it, but it's like
We'll
bleep it.
yeah, bleep it, but.
Oh
$1,000
my
AdSense account
god!
Right now.
There's a bug up my shirt.
I could buy a ranch with the amount of money that I haven't got paid yet. So that's what we're waiting on.
big facts.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, that makes me sick to my stomach, man.
Well, I knew you had money in your AdSense account, but I did not know that you couldn't get it out. I just thought you maybe didn't want to because you didn't want to spend it. Or
No,
something.
I
don't
talked to
know.
them like last week, and so I should get it this 22nd.
That's gonna be a nutty
hoping.
check in your page on your.
Yeah,
bank
no, my
account.
bank is gonna be like, what is going on? The IRS is gonna be at
Bro.
my door.
They're gonna be waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get a notice from them the next day, like, "Hey, we're expecting a check in the amount of 50 grand there, buddy." So, wow,
Yeah.
we got
Hey,
some hella financial talk going on right now.
yeah,
This
a
is
lot of
kinda
bleeping.
cool.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
No, this is great. Yeah,
You might have
This
to blur
is-
my mouth too, because somebody out there is a mouth reader, and they're gonna know exactly how much is in my bank
I
account.
bet you
but-
the mic is kind of covering your mouth from the camera angle.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
true,
might
you're
even
right.
be good.
You're right.
so.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh,
that's
that's
intense,
intense.
man. Yeah, I don't
Wow,
even
that's
know
weird.
what to say there.
We're just a couple boys out here that don't have money.
Yeah.
because the ironic.
That's
the-
a joke. Is like we're always like, we're out of funds.
You know what our joke is?
Because I haven't been paid in a year and a half.
Our joke is our kids are starving. Like, it's like, you know, we're broke, even though he doesn't. Oh, dude, it's coming up. It's fizzing up.
I was ripping up the
Oh
Mountain
my
Lightning tag.
God,
Sheesh.
And I
it fought
just-
back.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah,
man.
so we always
That's a
joke that our kids
terrible
are
joke to
starving.
make, but
It is.
I
it
think it's
is.
funny, but I feel like somehow, some way,
Well,
somebody
you
can get
know,
offended.
you can't. Any joke you make
Yeah.
now,
Anybody can get
somebody's going to
offended.
get offended.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
I had
just
a joke in my head earlier about going to New York, but I didn't say it.
What was it?
That's probably good because it would be all bleeped. I'm sure.
I was
You can
gonna-
say it. We'll just bleep it, and then everybody will be like,
I was gonna say
"Damn it."
I've never been to New York because, but
I was just saying that.
Well, this whole podcast is going to be bleeped, so I'm sorry if you're for the audio listeners who can't see our faces are just like, bro, this is not cool.
Yeah, this is terrible.
But it's ironic because you guys have these kind of weird like financial stories, like you losing a ton, and then Norm has a ton, but it's just like right out of your grasp, like
Yeah.
you can't actually utilize it. And then me and Badge, like we've been obsessed with like investing the last like 6 months, or
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 months. give or
I've lost
take.
interest. I've lost interest in
I
the
ha- I
type
have
of
too.
investing.
I
we
have
I
were
feel like
doing.
it's all going to go down. Like I just have this gut feeling that in the next year it's just not going to be good.
Well, you know, there's a lot of signs pointing to that, but
Yeah. You never know,
You
I
just
guess,
never
but-
freaking know. But we've been like getting into crypto like crazy. You know, not like crazy. I shouldn't say
Yeah.
that, but we've been
No,
we've been
yeah.
dabbling more than you probably should.
What's your
I know
favorite crypto right now?
Devin right now wants to just go off on us for talking
My-
about crypto.
No, bro. There's
okay.
a lot of money to be made in
Yeah,
crypto.
I will say this, and I don't want to go too far down this road because it'll be really boring to people. But like, I have a financial guy who helps me with a lot of investments.
Yeah.
Like that's his job. He works for Merrill Lynch, and he told me, he was like, "Look, man," he's like, "You know, I'm a super old school and conservative guy when it comes to investing, but the crypto market has proven enough viability where you could and should have 5% of your wealth in cryptocurrency." I mean, he was like, dude,
Yeah.
he's like, you know, don't put your whole life savings in there because that's like anything. That's
Yeah.
not a good idea. But if you want to diversify where you put money. So anyways, I say all that to say, you know, I've got some money in like Dogecoin, which I hate. I hate it. I freaking
love
hate it.
I love it.
And I've got Ethereum to answer your question.
What's
I'm a
your
big,
favorite?
me and Badge think Ethereum
I'm
could be
addicted
the
to
next
Ethereum. Yeah.
Bitcoin or the next one that's as, you know, successful
They
as
say it's
Bitcoin.
easier to transfer the Bitcoin.
Correct.
So Bitcoin's a store of value. Ethereum, you can transfer easier, and then Doge hypothetically could be like the dollar
The
mark,
dollar,
where
yeah.
people could like go into a gas station and buy something for $1, but they spend
Which,
a
if
Doge.
it hit the
instead of
Doge-
$1.
if it hit the
But
dollar,
But
that would
Doge,
be
it's a
dope.
meme, but that's why
It's
I
a
love
meme,
it because
yeah.
the internet we know can go crazy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So it's such a gamble, and you don't put
Yeah.
anything into
It's-
it that you're not
it's a
willing to
lottery
lose.
ticket.
Exactly.
It's,
It's a
literally
lottery
going in
ticket.
and buying a lottery ticket
It's a
that has like
scratch-off,
a
dude.
slightly better
Hey,
chance of
scratch
winning.
offs. You
Yeah.
know how we are scratch offs.
Oh, y'all big scratchers?
I mean,
I'm not, but
Yeah, you guys want to know a little secret? Every day when we film,
yeah.
we have a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
We stop at the gas station. We get 20 energy drinks.
White Claws?
2 gas station hot dogs.
2 gas station hot
Oh,
dogs.
wow.
Yes.
Mm.
And Devin always gets a $20 scratch off.
30. Don't sell me short.
$30
I like the
scratch
big
off.
ones too.
Yeah.
I don't like freaking with the small ones.
Yeah.
If Badge ate 2 gas station hot dogs, he would never leave the bathroom. Fun fact.
I'd probably die on the spot, man.
Your stomach issues. Nobody will ever know your stomach issue
No, I've
struggles.
been there.
You were late
For
today
a
because of
while.
that.
Yeah, I was.
We had to
Oh
share the
my.
same bed one night, and he kept on getting up.
Yeah, you were wondering what he was doing, but
Yeah.
bathroom calls, man.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
the next hot topic?
Yeah, I think that's enough financial talk because that's probably really boring to people. But you know, it's something that's part of our lives. But
Yeah.
No.
what you want to get into the street beef?
Yeah, sure.
Have you guys been a witness to our beefing?
I
lately?
mean, I saw that you fired him, right?
right. Well,
quit.
He,
I
he-
quit.
Well, yeah. He quit. Oh, did you get him?
Jeez, man.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't.
Well, yeah. Now he's flying around. He's got his buddies coming in for backup.
If you quit, why are you here?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, I'm not filming for him. I mean,
Are you clout farming right now, Ayo? Is that what's going on?
This is a great opportunity for us to clear the air, man. So,
yeah.
do you hate me?
No, do you hate me?
No.
All right, that was good.
You
Boom.
guys should hug
Solved it
right now.
No, we can't.
Nah,
hug.
that's it. Nah,
we can't
I
hug.
feel like
That's
I'm
too much.
Come on,
sitting in
Dad.
live at like one of those reality TV shows.
Dude,
This is
somebody,
awesome.
somebody,
Doing that. I remember when we first started this podcast, you used to rail on me about touching my mic, and now you're
And now
just
he's just
swigging
all over it, man.
yeah,
He's hands on.
just hands on. And somebody commented on one of my videos today and said, I'm waiting like a kid to see if I have 2 Christmases from this divorce. Talking about our content. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. You
That's
get
a
double
great
the
way
videos.
to put it. It is. And that's really
Yeah.
what's happening here. So he quit. I fired him. you know, we were just kind of giving our perspectives of what happened to our fan base.
We just
you know?
split. We just split. There's
Yeah,
no
dude,
drama.
there's no firing. There's no quitting. We came to a mutual agreement, you know. But I mean, we're just trying to. We made those videos. Like you
Yeah.
made a video and I made a response video.
Right.
I mean, let's be honest. It wasn't like entirely serious. And I thought if people actually watched the videos all the
They
way
would
through,
pick that up.
They would have picked it up that it wasn't a serious thing. It was just we thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And we just kind of played it up a little bit.
And
you know?
I did my video more as like to develop like that overarching theme of a channel. You know what I mean? Like let my audience know who I am, what I'm freaking
right.
doing.
Like you're going out on your own now.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
is me.
You're a baby bird, and you're gonna
Right.
flap your
You're
wings.
flapping, which is exactly what I said in my video. I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, really?
I let him go, and he's just flapping his little bird wings. Because,
Yeah.
dude, the honest truth is I wanted to keep you. You know that because I told you that.
And I kind of wanted it to stay.
Right. It was not
But-
easy because we had a good thing. And when
Yeah.
you have a good thing, it's really hard to walk away. You know what I mean?
Breakups are hard.
Breakups
Yeah.
are tough, dude. This was a freaking toughie.
Especially when you're both still in love, you know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
see, that's where the podcast comes in because that allows us to stay just close enough
Right.
to where we don't have to really end it. It's just like it's kind of ended, but it's not really all the way through. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like that breakup that just won't take. You keep coming back.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
Mm.
Yeah.
You look so uncomfortable over there right
I
now.
do. I do. The jokes are just piling on each other.
Did you have
God.
another
The
option
mountain
that you
lightning
wanted
has one of
to?
his own.
No. So what it was? Me and Badge, when we drive places, you guys know, when you
Yeah.
drive to the lake, you're traveling, you're going to frickin' New York, you talk. You know, whoever's with you, you're talking. You have conversations. So me and Badge used to have the funniest conversations driving down the road. And we both love podcasts. That's the thing. So I used to listen to Rogan all the time. Listen to Impulsive some, you know. I like podcasts. You know, I like hearing interesting people talk about shit. So me and him would have all these conversations. And I'm just like, dude, if we had a mic in this car right now, like this is a gold podcast. And so one day we freaking called Wes Disney Davis, the freaking man,
Yep.
the man behind the Guggen Squad channel Magic, all those videos. And I was just like, dude, what do I need to start a podcast?
Yep.
And he told us everything. He told us what mics to buy, what like audio recorder, digital recorder, everything, headphones, like gave us the rundown. I went, bought all this stuff from Best Buy that day, came back here, got a table, you know, set everything up. It was nothing like this, of course. We've grown in 20 podcasts. We've got an awesome set now. But we just started sitting down and talking, and we just tried to, you know, think of interesting subjects in the outdoor YouTube, you know, fishing realm, and just start talking. And of course, we dropped some absolute fire my first podcast, so it
Yeah.
got everybody's attention really quick because I talked about, you know, me and Kicking Their Bass TV,
Yeah.
and then Milliken and how he was attacking Guggen and Ketchko, and you know, caught a little bit of flack from some fanboys out there, but overall, it was a massive success, and people really seemed to enjoy it. So we're only like 22 podcasts in. That's a crazy thing. Like, it kind of feels like we've been doing this for a while. I know we
It
say
really
that
does,
a lot.
yeah.
It feels like me and you've been doing this for a couple years, but in reality, we started in January. So we're still, our first year is not even completed doing this.
Yeah, y'all are killing it.
I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man.
We've had a lot of people in the industry who are meaningful say like, hey, man, you guys got a pretty good thing going on here.
Yeah.
So typically when people say that to you that you actually respect and trust, you know, you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, we must be doing something that's decent. So then I built this table. We got the freaking flags hung up. We got the lighting equipment on point.
Yep.
You
You
brought
wanna-
in your parachute lights badge. And these things are money, by the way. These things just light up the freaking room.
Yeah.
But you got anything to add to this, or just gonna let me keep talking?
My mind was going elsewhere towards the end of that.
Where
Yeah.
are you going?
I was thinking about Norm.
God, he was sick of this conversation.
Yeah.
No.
My guy's just like, I don't want to talk about this.
Literally
No.
not even paying attention to what you're saying.
My mind's just always like going. I was like,
Yeah. He's
I-
always thinking about me.
Yeah, that is a fact.
yeah.
Ever since you guys shared that night in my spare bedroom, my spare
It was the funniest thing because
master suite.
we walk out together, and your wife, we walk out. She's like, oh, she didn't know. I think that I was like sleeping
Yeah, I don't
at
think
your
so.
house.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, "Oh, you do have fun in there?" And I was like,
She was like, oh,
"Yeah." I was like,
two men.
Yeah, yeah. That was it. That was it.
Did she say two
Yeah.
men?
Yeah.
And she's, you guys slept in the same bed? And I'm like, yeah.
Well, I think I told her you were staying, but I think I had mentioned maybe you were going to stay in our
Pierce's room
yeah,
or something?
Pierce's room because he wasn't there that time. But
Yeah.
you ended up staying in the room with him, and she didn't know that. So when y'all walked out in the
It
morning,
just caught her off guard.
smoking a cig, drinking a coffee in your matching robes, she was just like, bro, what's going on here? and Holly has a pretty messed up sense of humor like I do. So
and ironically, I didn't know I was staying that night, so I was wearing Ao's pants, like
Yeah.
too, which I think she
Wait,
like kind of recognized,
what?
like his basketball shorts.
And I was
Hey,
limping.
you see what I'm saying?
Just kidding.
Leave it in, you selfish bastard. Don't you dare cut that out. Yes. Norm just spit up half of his Mountain Lightning. He's choking to death over there.
Gosh, I wish I had some Mountain Dew right now, but frick.
Yeah, so ever since that night, you've been thinking about Norm. But since you're thinking about Norm so much, what are you, where are you,
That,
what is
that
the
shot
segue?
my mind there. I lost everything
Oh,
on
God,
that one.
mine's again, just like Devin's stock
Oh,
portfolio.
yep. I'm glad
Yeah,
you're doing it too.
it's-
I'm
Everyone.
sorry,
It's
man.
gone.
We gotta
Dude,
bring
in
it
all
back.
honesty, it's crazy that happened, but I think you know, you're the, like he said, you're the type of guy I think you're going to bounce back. I wouldn't
Yeah.
worry about people like you at all. Just like I wouldn't worry about Badge, Norm. I mean, some people they're just going to be okay.
I
You
just
know what
don't
I mean?
care. Like
Right.
life's gonna go on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
I
a huge
still-
life lesson. And I was
What?
telling a story earlier, and I used to take things so seriously, like in school and stuff as well.
Yeah.
I remember my 7th grade like science project. Like I didn't have it done in time, and I was like shook. And then when I went into 9th grade, I realized, holy cow, none of middle school mattered. And
Right.
then as
Not-
soon as
yeah,
I,
not really.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Like once you're in,
You got to go, but it doesn't. You know, if you don't
Yeah.
learn calculus or whatever they teach in middle school, it's
Yeah.
like not the hugest deal.
and then I used to stress
you
it
took
out about
calculus
like
in
all
middle
the-
school?
As soon as I said it, I was like,
Man,
yeah,
dude.
that's dumb. Yeah, my bad.
I don't know. Nothing's as serious as you make it seem in your head. Because then,
Yeah.
like, if you're not going to worry about it, like in a month or even a week,
Yeah.
it's so. I feel like that's like the number one superpower. Is like Devin says it all the time, and it's like a strength and a weakness. I don't care about anything.
Yeah, I literally looked
That's
at him
a
one day. I was like,
great
it is
point.
it's his greatest strength is that he does not care.
He's the
And it's
most.
not a
He's the
bad
most
way.
unshook dude I've ever
Yeah.
met. He is so unshook.
It's crazy.
The
Yeah,
doctor
it's
says I have
crazy.
a problem. He said I needed to take something because like
Yeah.
all my levels are just.
You're
I
too-
don't
you're too
experience
level.
highs and I don't
Yeah.
experience lows. I'm just
Yeah.
mellow. But
Yeah.
I feel like not caring or like not getting stressed out. Like if you're always executing at 100%,
Yeah.
you're always
You
gonna
can't
keep.
lose.
You're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
So if you don't let anything throw you off your game,
Yeah.
like that's the number one. Like that's my number one strength. Like hands down.
Yeah.
I agree
Is
with
that,
that. I agree with
Yeah,
that. I've seen
100%.
it.
And ever
yeah.
since 7th grade, and I was like, why did I care so much about that science project? And it
Yeah.
seemed like such a big deal at the time. And then I moved on. I was like, it wasn't that big of a deal. And now I can't think of anything. Like, there's like a saying, like, if it's not 6 feet, it's not that deep. So unless somebody like dies
Wow.
or somebody's like in serious health, then
that's
it's
a great saying.
yeah.
I
Then it,
love
and
that.
it,
That
and it
went
doesn't
hard.
matter.
I've
really.
never
We
heard that
just-
before. I
yeah.
love that. If it what is it? If it ain't 6 feet,
If,
it
yeah,
ain't
if
that
it's not
deep.
6 feet, it's not that deep.
I like that.
That's
I
sick,
like
man.
that. Yeah.
So
What if it's 7 feet?
Yeah, that's too deep.
Oh,
That's too
dang.
deep.
yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
did
it's
you-
just a little inspiration.
This is completely off. Well, it's not off subject. I'm going to tie it all in. Did you go to college?
Yeah, I'm still in college. So I went to a semester of college before I went to the Navy and did my whole service.
How long were you in the Navy?
4 years.
Okay.
Did 4 years, got out, moved to England, and I studied abroad with the University of Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
They have a little branch over there.
Nice.
And I came back after being over there, and that's when I met this man in that
Yeah.
little time frame, and all that happened. So yeah, I'm still going to college. Classes start in a week, and I'm not really that excited about it.
But
What
did you? I'm sorry. Who was that? You talking?
What are you doing in college?
So
That's what I was going to say.
my degree,
Yeah.
it's just a major in business, and I actually dropped my minor because University of Maryland offers a project management certification.
Nice.
Oh, that's
so-
cool. So wait, you didn't have a degree before you took that job in Hawaii?
No, I just had experience.
Oh,
I just,
nice.
Yeah, I just busted my tail and worked my way up.
Okay, well that's my point. What I was going to circle back to was, so I'm college educated. You are becoming
Ish,
college
yeah.
educated, but you weren't technically when you had a really nice career, and you
Mhm.
probably have another one. Badge was in college, dropped out.
Yeah, I went 4 years, so
Did you?
yeah.
So you were about to graduate.
I always
but
make jokes about it, but yeah, I went 4 years.
But okay, but
Wait,
you,
do you have your bachelor's?
No. I changed majors. So
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
Now you.
I have my AA degree, so like if I
Right.
went back for 2 years, then I get my bachelor's. But the
But-
way I don't know, the way I view it is if you know you want to do something and you have that vision, you know you're going to be good at it. I
Yeah.
always say do that over going to college. But if
that's
you
not
don't-
for everybody.
Yeah, if you don't have a plan and you're not good at it, go to college.
We're-
but
right.
if-
Like going to college is not for everybody, and not going to college is not for everybody. Like there's,
Yeah.
you got to find your way. But my whole point was, it sounds to me like is anybody at this table using their degree or their college right now to make money? I'm not.
No.
You're not. You're not.
No.
And then you had that career in Hawaii when you were doing well without college.
I was a project manager for an architect company out there. So
Oh, yeah, it's freaking awesome.
I had a decent gig. So I didn't have my degree, but I was still in that line of work.
Right. So I think like just that mind, just to speak to that mindset you were just talking about, like those
Yeah.
type of people, like I can kind of put us in that category. I mean, I know you guys well. I don't know you that well, but you seem like you have that same type of mentality though. Like you have the mindset to be a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if you get bothered by things, you can't be on the internet every day. You know what I
No,
mean?
definitely not,
Like
no.
you got this huge target on your back. It's like people, even though most people love you, there's your haters are like the worst people on the planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like our good buddy 420 PPs. I mean, that dude's just
That dude hates
he
me.
wakes up early to make
Yeah.
sure if we uploaded the night before, he's got to get on that.
Yeah.
But I say all that to say, like, it's just kind of cool that we're all sitting here, you know, like not we're some of us are college educated, but none of us ever even used any of that in what we're doing now.
My thought
so
is-
it's just weird, you know. It's kind of crazy.
back in the day, you used to be able to go get a job. But now it's
Right
so
out of college.
oversaturated that everybody has pieces of paper. What are jobs looking for? Experience.
Yep.
So that's just my take on it. But also, I feel like if you know you want to be a doctor, you know you want to be a lawyer, go to college. But if you have
sure.
a plan and you know you can execute it, you can't just not go to college and not have a plan and not just work. Like if you don't go to college, you just have to realize instead of going to a 9 to 5 and working 40 hours a week, you're gonna have to work 80, 90 hours a week, and
Right.
you're probably not gonna get paid back that time.
Yeah.
Until years and years, and we got lucky with it,
Right.
where it only took us 4 or 5 years that were good. But like
Yeah.
a lot of people could try for 10, 20 years and not find something that hits.
Yeah,
So,
true,
Yeah.
true.
yeah, I don't know.
I feel like college is a really good place if you're 18, graduate, have no idea what's
Yeah,
going on
like
in this
Norm
world.
said,
That's
yeah.
exactly-
You're
that
trying
was
to kind
my
of figure
story.
something
You're
out.
trying to find
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah,
figure out what this world's about.
absolutely.
I think college and even the military, the biggest thing, at least it taught me and what I see that it teaches people, is that it teaches you how to learn. So like to do what you guys do, you had to learn, you had to study, you had to grind, and you don't know how to successfully do that like 100% until you either go to college or learn how to learn.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah,
That's
not
very true.
everybody's like born with these amazing life skills. You know, you kind of have to have them like bred into you, whether it's college, military, parents,
Yeah.
life experience, whatever. Yeah, the military certainly did that for me. I mean, Jesus, I thought I was a really smart guy and a man when I was
That's-
18.
I-
I was like, nah.
That's why you guys have killer work ethics. I swear, is from
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
the military.
Yeah.
Did your dad play a big role in your work ethic?
No,
No, my dad's a piece of crap.
no. He's awesome. He's awesome. You know what I mean?
Your dad's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
no,
dad's cool as hell, yeah.
no, he's awesome. He wanted me to go to college, and still, like, it took years for him to kind of like
Yeah.
get on the wave.
Dude, same.
I feel like my motivation came from never getting anything, and I wanted everything.
Cockroach?
Dude,
Get the frick
yeet
off
him.
the table.
Yeet him.
Oh, I
Somebody
flipped. You
yeet
guys
him.
are the worst.
He got away.
It's all right. Did you
Two
grab
grown
me?
men tried to thump a roach, and
like
they
5
missed him.
times and missed it.
Yeah.
My dad texted me right as we started the podcast and said, do what other people don't want to do, and you'll earn the money they can't earn.
It's on me.
My dad's always pushing me, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to you,
your
Pops.
dad's starting to get on board too.
Yeah.
You know, my dad's.
I remember when we went down to Okeechobee, and he just didn't get
Didn't get
that.
it.
He's like, why are you guys here filming YouTube?
He didn't
videos?"
get it till like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Because my dad's like super. He's older and he's old school. Like, how old's your dad, Norm?
50.
How old's your dad, Badge?
50.
Yeah, right. So my dad's 74, right? So he had kids later in life. And I'm a little older than y'all, but not that much older. You know what I mean? He just had kids later in life. So he's super old school guy, Vietnam vet, Army guy.
Oh, wow.
And you could imagine like his reaction to my son. And I had went to college. I had a degree. Like I was working in the healthcare field. I had a really good job. And I quit to do
Yeah.
YouTube. And you could imagine how he was just like, dude, what the hell are you doing? And I'm sure my wife felt that way probably at the time, but she didn't say it. God bless her soul. But yeah, it's just, I
get
know.
it though. It
He
just
gets
doesn't
it
make
now.
sense. They always
Yeah.
have your best interests in
Yeah,
mind.
sure.
you
It's,
know,
it's
'cause
all
you're-
best interest.
But it's just the world's forever changing,
Yeah.
and it's just like I don't blame them for not getting it. They always
Yeah.
they always push me to be super successful. Like my sister's becoming a doctor, and she's
Is she really?
yeah, she's gonna be an eye surgeon. So
Wow.
Jeez.
yeah, my whole family's in the medical field, and so they kind of wanted me to go that route,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just knew I couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
why they don't
it took
care what
me-
you do.
Yeah, well,
They have an eye surgeon.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they
They at least
got
got
their
one
daughters, so they're
successful
like, oh, no,
child.
we're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, we're good.
If 1 out of 2 is a
one of
doctor,
them's a
that ain't
fishing
bad.
YouTuber, the other one's a doctor. Like, they'll just talk about her at family reunions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, no, now it's all good. They're pumped. They just can't believe it.
Yeah.
So
That's once they start
Yeah.
seeing like some of the tangible things, like for me, I mean, I know for you've got freaking tons of money tied up in YouTube right now, but like
Yeah.
me and Holly bought the house, the property, and then people start really opening their eyes. You're just like, man, this guy, we thought he
Yeah.
wasn't making any money at all, and it's like it's not like we're rich, but you're able to do things. Like what did your dad just say? Do things that other people won't do and make money that they couldn't make or something like that. Is that
Yeah.
what he just?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
pretty-
So
I like
that's
that,
very
yeah.
simple. I mean, it's like people are not willing to go out on a limb like this
Yeah.
very often because it's super intimidating, man. And I mean, like you
Scary.
said, we got lucky.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, we got in at the
it
right
was
time.
I would say 90% skill, but also like 10% luck.
Well,
Because there's no
yeah.
shot we would be here without our work ethic.
Yeah, I would
and,
say skill / grind. Like not necessarily because
Yes.
we didn't have a lot of skill, but we were willing to work.
willing
and,
to learn.
and
Yeah,
get
and,
better at
and
the
nobody's
craft.
starting out like. It takes 100 videos to even get
Exactly.
what's going on.
100
you know
videos
what
of
I mean?
failure of terrible
Yeah,
content.
so
to get
we-
anywhere.
We
Yeah.
had the consistency, and I feel like
Yes.
if you're consistent with anything in life, whether it be going to the gym or even bad consistencies, we can send you down the wrong path. So
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
consistent in good areas and you do it every single day, eventually you're going to get better at it.
Can't fail. Yeah.
So
Not
that's
forever.
I don't know, like we even like look back at my videos 3 months ago, and we're like, holy cow, they're so much better.
Dude, that's what I say all
now.
the time, man.
And we're like, how do we even think that was good 3 months ago?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
consistently, and you always get better without even realizing it'll come naturally. You won't even have to try.
yeah.
I mean, I was in the Navy, so and on a submarine, so
Come on, let's wrap this piece. I'm gonna get home at 3. Get home at 3 a.m. My wife's gonna kill me.
well,
I thought you said it
Wow,
didn't
sick
matter
flex. At
because
least
it
you have a
was-
wife, dude.
Yeah, it didn't matter, but I'm gonna get home at 6 in the morning. I might as well just stay overnight.
You're not gonna get back at 6. You're gonna get back at 3 a.m. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Wow,
It's all right.
that's what you get for
I
being
mean, we
late.
didn't exactly waste a lot of time today. It's just
Done.
kind of how it happened, you know.
you do
Yeah,
realize
I
if
mean,
you would have
And
been
you have a
on
boat,
time,
man.
that 30 minutes,
Come on.
it's now like spiraled.
I got him.
That's right. You were late, you bastard. So
Yeah.
don't you get mad at me now. You were
Okay.
super late today.
I was late. I was 30 minutes late.
I could. No, dog. You were an hour and a half late.
An hour and a half. What time did you get
I
there?
said
I was
7.
I was like 40 minutes late. and
What
we were
time did you get
still-
there?
He got here like
An hour.
7:40.
Yeah.
He did really good. He was here
Yeah.
earlier than I thought.
I
he
thought
was
you
gonna
told
be.
me he was getting here at 8.
Nah, he
No,
said
I did
7.
not.
He said you were getting here at 7. I was like, I'll be there at 7.
Well,
We
I
got
said-
there
I
at
was
7.
making a
you told me
joke.
he was going to be here at 8.
I was making a joke because Norm's always late.
Guys, don't argue.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
shoot.
That is smart because technically that was 20 minutes early.
Right. That's exactly
That's
what I
right,
said.
right.
That's
So
what
in
we
my head I was
actually we
thinking
had this
8.
agreement where he just tells me that it's going to be an hour earlier than it actually is.
I texted you the night before. I said let's do 7 like we always do.
Yeah, but
And
when
you're
we were
like,
talking on
okay.
the phone, you were like, "Hey, yeah, man, get here at 7. We'll spend like an hour like playing around with my new GoPro
That
accessory."
is not what I said.
Yeah, and I was like, "Dude, I don't
Well,
know if I
because
want to
we
spend
had
an
stuff
hour
to
with you
do.
in the morning, like playing with a GoPro accessory."
Because we had stuff to do. We were dropping. We needed to drop footage.
We
You had a
did. We
podcast
did.
for me. You had footage that I needed. See, so you squigged yourself on this one, buddy.
Look, man, I'll
this is
own it.
actually great podcast material, by the way.
It is.
I love the arguments.
We're sitting here arguing about. This is why me and Badge have beef. See,
Yeah.
he's mad at me because it's late at night. He wants to get home. Oh, there it is. The ASMR Mountain Lightning. But you were late this morning, so I'm sorry. It probably
30
sets
minutes.
back
I
a
mean,
little
30
bit.
minutes.
You were an hour and a half late.
But I
can't
text you.
blame
I text you
Norm.
at 2:30 in the morning, and said, "Hey,
I'm
man."
sure I didn't answer to that.
No, I said, "Hey, man, look, got some funky chicken in
Yeah,
the mix."
that's true, right?
I'll be at y'all. Do you? I even texted you and said, "Look, dude, do what you got to do."
But he wanted you for the video, so
I
he couldn't.
didn't understand the situation
That's fine.
that we were
Look,
playing
man.
with GoPro accessories.
We were not doing
I
that.
thought we were going to show up and play with your new flashlight in your office for an hour, and I
This
said,
is
"You know
such
what?
Bullshit.
You know what, man?
Don't.
we can play with
It's
your
not what you
flashlight."
think you just said. No.
Flash.
Not a
Light.
a flashlight with an A.
That's what I thought he said.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's late, man. I'm sorry, but
Nah,
this
it's
is,
all good. I'm just hyping it up for the pod. I don't give a crap.
It is what it is.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to fake the content somehow.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Okay, now he's got to do editing.
Oh, boy. There's a bleep right there.
Yep.
This way on Adam's pod.
Another bleep right there.
That's not funny.
Man, you guys are so lost right now. The people listening at home are just like, what is happening?
sorry.
What are they talking about?
Can I
Yeah.
get one message across? Just follow your dreams, please.
Yeah,
If
is that
like
the-
I wish if I could go back to like Norm before, because I was going to college and I didn't want to go to college. Like
Yeah.
if you know you can do it, just go do it, and eventually you're going to be so much more happier because you did it. That I could have been 2 years ahead of where I'm at now if I would have just listened to myself.
Even
But
if you fail, I mean, you can
Yeah.
still say, hey, man, I gave it my best shot. You
That's
know?
what I was gonna say.
No,
Did you
man.
Yeah.
know you could do it?
yeah,
And be patient. Be patient, man.
be very patient. I feel like there's some people who like if they know they can do something, 100% is going to happen. Like I don't know, like everything I've thought of, which I haven't thought of crazy things because obviously I'm just a fishing YouTuber.
You really
but
just think about Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
see
Dogecoin.
Pokemon cards, like I want them, we make it happen. You know what I mean? So no, but like on a serious note, if you can envision it and you know you can do it, just go do it.
You know, that was something I was
Yeah.
going to say earlier when we were talking about this. Is like, I didn't know I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I knew I didn't want to punch the same 9 to 5 clock
Oh.
for 30 years. And that I always say, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're a janitor out of high school for 30 years and that's fine with you, and you get a retirement and a pension, that's fine. But to me, that was like the worst thing that could happen to me. Like,
Same.
for some reason, even when I was in the Army, it was just like, I never knew when I was in high school. When I just knew I was going to do something unconventional for a living, and it wasn't going to be a 9 to 5, and I was going to be my own boss. I had no idea what that was going to be, but I knew that like that was in my future. I had no idea what I was going to do, like a small business, or because I went to I followed the path that everybody said you're supposed to follow. Right, went to the Army because I had no idea what I was going to do after high school. Yeah. So I re-enlisted to go back to Afghanistan. I got out, paid for college, went to college, boom, got a degree right away. Went right back, undergrad. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I was doing all the things I thought I needed to do, but the whole time I was just like, this is not it. This is not what I want, you know?
Yeah.
So I just kind of fell into YouTube. It was never a plan. It was just like, I was working as like a traveling physical therapy person in like Dallas, Texas, in 2015, I remember. And that's when I first started watching YouTube fishing videos.
Yeah.
And back then, nobody was famous on YouTube, you know, not fishing wise.
Yeah.
Like the Guggen Squad members had like 10,000 subs. You know what I mean? This was like the beginning. So I watched a couple of videos. I was like, man, I could do that. You know, I could do that. And but plus, I really like got into fishing at that time for the first time ever. So I was really excited to go out and fish every day when I wasn't at work. But I mean, yeah.
You lived in Dallas?
Yeah, for about 4 months.
Oh.
I did some traveling for my job
That's
when
cool.
I first got out of college. Because there's a lot of money in the traveling jobs. Plus, I was single at that time, so the thought of like just traveling around was cool. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I'm not going to compare it to going to Hawaii for a job, but I was just like, oh, a job in Dallas? Hell yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like good money.
Yeah.
Now I lived in a crappy hotel. That could be a whole nother podcast, but I stayed in like these. Think about Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, right?
Yep.
5, 6, 7 million people. I mean, huge. This was the cheapest hotel in Fort Worth. Okay. So that's you can just use your imagination, and it was exactly like your imagination. There was like hookers walking around. There was like
fishermen.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Fishermen dressed very scantily.
Like Yak Back.
Yeah.
Short shorts.
They didn't have
Exactly
they didn't
like
have their
that.
Guggen Squad merch.
They
on,
didn't
is
have
what
their
you're
Guggen Squad merch
saying.
because that didn't even exist at that time.
Yeah.
There was literally like pimps and drug dealers walking the parking lot.
Just kidding.
Are we bleeping these or are we leaving them?
We're just joking. We're joking. If you're listening,
I
that was
know.
a joke.
No, it's an ongoing joke on the channel. That's
okay.
good. Like,
Well, see,
people
I didn't
say-
know. I
yeah.
didn't know that was a joke. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what the hell's happening.
Nah, he
right
owns
now.
it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
He
got
makes them
you.
shorter and shorter every time on purpose.
He pulls
so-
them up.
I like it.
Yeah.
I was joking with you about your shorts
my
earlier,
shorts
about the
earlier.
4-inch. Because I was just looking at some like 5-inch inseams.
Oh, dude, I used
I
to,
like 'em, dude.
I used to not be into it, and then I met one of my friends. He was like, "Trust me, just work out."
Yeah, work
in 'em
out
one
in them.
time.
That's the thing.
And
yeah.
I fell in love with. I was like, "Oh, this is."
If you're working legs, bro, it's nice. It's
Can't do
nice
it.
for the quads to
Won't
be
do it.
out.
Will you do it?
Yeah, he's a little shy. Badge is a little shy.
No, I mean in high school I used to rock the short shorts. I
We're
really
long.
liked track
We're
and field and stuff.
long-legged. You know
You've
what I
worn
mean?
short shorts before, Norm. I know I've seen you in some short shorts.
No, like that was like end of high school when I met you, I think,
Yeah.
senior year. And I was
Yeah.
still on like the, like the PFG wave where
Ah.
it was like the swim trunks.
Thigh highs.
Yeah, you cut the
Yeah.
netting out and wear those.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, you just wore the knitting?
No,
God, I
I thought you were
wish.
being serious for a second. I was
Jesus.
like,
No,
no,
dude.
Devin.
I didn't just wear the netting,
I mean, I
dude.
kept the nettings, but I didn't
Hey,
just wear the
can I
nettings.
open up real quick and rewind real? Because I think this
Yes,
could help
please.
some people watching, not to make this like a sappy
I,
episode.
I want you to go full motivational.
Yeah.
Look right at your camera.
Yeah,
and
we're-
give
I'm
them a
looking right at you
motivational
guys.
speech.
Because this could help some people. Because I
hope-
wish
I
I
feel
had
like
somebody
it
telling me this when I
can.
was so. I would say 19-year-old Norm, like uber depressed because it was my first year in college.
You were depressed?
Yeah.
Back when I first met you?
Yeah.
Because you were 19, 20, right?
Yeah, it was, like,
Actually,
it was
I
either
didn't know that.
it was either like 19 or 20. Like my, yeah, actually it was probably 20. My sophomore year of
Yeah,
college.
maybe.
And I would just go there every day. And I felt like I was wasting my life because I knew I didn't want to be there.
Right.
And I even went to a therapist.
Really?
And, yeah. And so I talked with him, and I was like, hey, like it was a 9-to-5 thing. I was like, I can't see myself spending that much time at like a job. Like that was like what I was so depressed about is I didn't want to ever have to work a 9-to-5. So I was in
Yeah.
college, and college is like en route to go work
Sure. Yeah.
a job. You
That's
know what
what
I mean?
it's training you for, is a 9
Yeah,
to 5.
and I knew I didn't want to do it, but the problem was I had the pressure of my parents and friends and family and
Mm-hmm. Just
everything.
the universe.
Yeah, but
pressure.
them thinking it's the best thing for me, like hey, like go to college and still was like an honor roll student and everything like that. I had
Yeah.
no problems making good grades, but I just knew like deep down I didn't want to do it, and my therapist didn't even get it. He was like,
Yeah, I
he's
was
like,
going to say, what did your therapist
yeah,
say?
and that was like what really threw me off because he was like, bro, that's just part of life. Like you got to go work like a 9-to-5. Like you got to go.
that's so
He was like, you got to go
frustrating.
work a job, and I was like, but I want like. And at this point, I was like, I want to do YouTube, but I'm too afraid to tell my parents and my family that I want to go do it because I know they're
Yeah.
not going to be happy about it.
Right.
But eventually, it just got to the point I got my AA degree in college, and I didn't sign up for the next semester at FSU. I was
Yeah.
like,
Dude, I
I'm
remember when
just
you
doing
did
it.
that. That was the first time I met you. Is when you made that decision. Because I
Yeah.
remember I was talking to you about it. And I was like, oh snap, this dude dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Wait, so that was back in
I didn't even
2019?
tell my parents for a
Wait,
year.
this timeline is not acting.
No,
What?
2016, 2017,
Yeah, you
2018.
didn't meet him back then.
2018, so it would be 2018, the end of 2018, 2019. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So 2019
Yeah,
would have
boy,
been
come on,
my
man.
Well, I
would have been my
thought
junior
it
year
was-
in college,
I don't know.
and I knew I didn't even tell my parents I never signed up. I just started doing YouTube, and
Wow.
and they thought I was going to class.
Talk
Were they
about
paying for
stepping
it?
out on a
Were they
line.
paying for it?
No. I had scholarship and everything. So
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice.
but I just knew I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I never told them, and I wish I just would have been able to do it. So the relationship there was like, it was still good, they're my parents and they love me, but they were just like, what the heck, like you could have, because they see it like you could have had
Yeah.
your bachelor degree, you could have had a nice job,
right.
this, that, and the other. But I knew like that's not the life path I want to do. So if like people out there know the life path they want to take, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy, it's going to be the hardest thing you ever do, like
Probably,
for real.
yeah.
Like
It's gonna be very challenging.
The easy path would be to just be like, yeah, I guess I'm just doing this, and you just go with the flow.
Yeah.
But like to be able to, I wish I would have been able, like had the courage to tell my parents like 2 years before that, because I knew 2 years before that too,
Yeah.
that I wanted to do YouTube. That I wish I would have the courage to tell them that. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was like the and like I went to therapy, I went to everything, and nobody told me that, and I just had to go out like and trust myself because I knew
Yeah.
like if somebody believes, if you believe in yourself that much, just go do it. Like don't
Yeah.
wait. Like you can always go back to college, you can always
Yeah,
find a job,
yeah.
but you cannot always like pursue your dream.
Right.
Because if I wouldn't have done it, I would be a business major somewhere
Yeah.
doing something, not
Right.
doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, and I would be probably still as depressed. Now I'm as happy as can be, and I take every day for granted when we go do this stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's every single day out there, even if it's like super hot outside. I just
Yeah.
remember I'm like, this is what I want to do. So
I think we all have
Yeah.
to remind ourselves of that in this
Yeah.
business because sometimes we think we've got it bad and then we're just like, bro, hold
yeah,
on a
you always
second.
have to like go
Hold up now.
remember the old days of
Yeah.
flipping burgers
Yeah,
or flipping
yeah.
chicken tenders and Zaxby's and
It's so
Yeah.
frustrating
Stuff and then-
for me to hear like a psychiatrist tell like a young motivated kid to not
Yeah.
follow their dreams because like
but they think they're guiding you in the right way,
Right,
but it's crazy
yeah.
because he's also like a 60-year-old kid, and they just don't
they don't
get
get it. They don't think
And,
there's anything there,
yeah.
Or at least at that time. Now it's a lot more, I
Yeah.
think, mainstream. People know YouTubers can make money now, or
Yeah.
social media influencers in general. Now
Yeah.
the word's out now.
Yeah.
Now people are just like people like my dad are just like, I saw something on Fox Business the other day about, young people making unconventional livings, and there's something to this. I'm like, yeah, Dad, I know. I was trying to tell you 3-4 years ago.
Hey, chase your dreams. If you know you can do it, just go do it. Like, for real. And don't let anybody tell you different.
Dude, you're so right, though. It's like, that's the easy way is like, I keep bringing it back to my life experience because that's just what I know. But like getting out of the Army, going to school because you have to make your GI Bill money, which I needed the money because I had nothing. I had just gone through a horrible divorce. So, I mean, like I had nothing. I had an Xbox and a TV, which I had to sell to get money to buy food. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, okay, what's the quickest degree I can get? And I knew some people at the local community college, and they were like, you could become a physical therapist assistant in 3 years if you go all the way through.
Which is actually what I was looking into as well. That's what my parents were recommending. Yeah. The first time we met,
zoomed through it. Summer class, everything. Didn't take a semester off, got my degree, started working. But that was the easy way out because I just needed a job to make money to get my life going. You know what I mean? So I zoomed through it, ran through my GI Bill, got it. And as soon as I got done with that and started working, I started on my second degree just because I was just like, all right, well, I got to get another degree, health education and behavior, University of Florida. Okay, sounds good. So, but that was the easy way out. I thought that was hard, but that was actually the easy way out just to continue to my misery. You know what I mean? Then I was a freaking rehab director at a nursing home, and I hated my life. I hated it. I came home, my first week at that job, I came home and poured like a giant glass of scotch and scotch now. Not whiskey, scotch. Have you ever had scotch?
Oh, that's some tough stuff.
I mean, that'll punch you right in the face when you drink it. And I was drinking it straight at the kitchen table, and Holly would come in and just try to encourage me. But I hated myself. I hated that job. It was a good job, dude. By all accounts, it's a good job.
And you could be happy doing anything too. So like my thing is like do whatever you want to do that's going to make you happy. And so don't let other people determine your happiness. And you don't even have to make you could be a school bus driver.
Just making ends meet.
And just being super happy. Or say you're in a position where, you need to work a job for a couple years to save up money to then chase that dream. Like I worked at Chick-fil-A and I hated it, but I had to work there 2 years to save up enough money to then go even give it a shot. So obviously just have a plan when you're going into it and make sure you're smart about it. But at the end of the day, if you want something to happen enough, you're going to make it happen. Just manifesting. I truly believe if you manifest something, it's going to happen. So
I believe in that a little bit. I think, you put them vibes out in the universe, you put the work in, good things tend to come your way. I think. I'd like to think that that's true. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's been some bad things happen to some good people, but
oh yeah, of course.
I'm just saying, as overall, I hope that's how it goes. What's your next move, Dev? Like, what's you're going back to school in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going through school with this guy. Honestly, I don't know. I'm happy where I'm at. I mean, maybe. That's what we're talking about. I honestly
you said one and you're going to start a channel. So, I mean, people are going to be looking for Daniel and Dev.
I'm going to laugh when this gets 0 likes.
Straight dislikes. 1-star
All
ratings.
Dislikes. Yeah. I don't think so, man.
Probably that. Go to school. Because, I have other sources of income, too. So, I don't need to go back to the job like we were just talking about. I was working at the state of Florida. I'm making $27,000 a year, and I was miserable.
Yeah.
So I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
So just do what I'm gonna do what I want. You do what you want, and everybody be happy.
Hey, do you?
That's America, baby. That's like my America slogan. I'm gonna do what I want. You do what you want. Just don't tell me what to do.
I want to do a quick. How much time we got?
We've got time. We got 9 minutes.
AO keeps looking at the mic like he wants to say something. Is something
no.
important?
I was just chilling. Since you two are beefing,
boxing match.
You two? we can do that too. I want you two because you're about to you're great at what you do and you're great at what you do.
Thanks, man.
What is a piece of constructive criticism, since we're being serious, that you guys could give each other?
Be yourself more.
Okay.
Because your personality is golden and it's the best I've probably seen in this industry. But you hide some of yourself from the people.
Okay.
Which me and you talk about that after every podcast because I get pissed because I'm just like, if Badge would be his self, and I shouldn't say that. You are yourself.
You're not your full. You don't let it all go out. You know what I mean? You feel bad for taking camera time away from I remember even at the Guggen weeks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't need to be in front of but you even asked me today. You're like, do you want me to say these things? I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
like,
like
I want you to be, yourself.
Yeah.
I heard you say that. Like, dude, I want
Yeah.
you to do what you do on your channel. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah. That was helpful for me.
But defend yourself. I mean, I know you have your reasons, and we've already talked about that in some podcasts. But
Yeah.
like that's definitely that's my one and only constructive criticism for Bads.
I'm
It's
just working on it, man. Just
Yeah.
getting more comfortable in front of cameras and learning how to collab and stuff. I'm just a young dude in the space, man.
I
But,
think that's just being respectful, though. You know,
Yeah.
when you're in somebody else's video, you don't want to ever feel like you're taking over the video, or like you said, there's too much screen time, camera time on you, or whatever. But
yeah, man.
hit me with some constructive criticism. I love criticism.
Can we film these podcasts earlier?
Will you get here earlier in the morning? Is your tummy gonna let you get here earlier?
Yeah, dog.
We need we need to try maybe like an early morning podcast one of these days.
Yeah, man.
Instead of a late at night. It's
If I could
fishing
get
after
home before
dark, you
3,
know?
I'd be happy with that.
Imagine how much
this
energy we would have.
This
in
is the
morning
latest I'll
compared
ever
to-
get.
This is the latest. Last week we were really good.
Yeah.
We had you out of here like
If I would have slept last night, it would have been fine, but I didn't sleep, so it's just like
because
it's
of that
just I'm
sriracha chicken. from
living
the
like
gas
Larry
station.
on this 2-hour ride home. You got a long ride too, but your cameraman's resting up for that drive. So
Well, give me your constructive criticism of me. I need it. Because I'm lost right now without you. Now I just don't want to film content anymore by myself because I'm so like lonely.
I don't.
Let's open up. I'm lonely right now on my channel.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why we're here.
I would just tell LOJO. I always tell you this, but like I feel like you've already made it so far that you could start finding content you want to film, like stuff you actually want to do that makes you happy, and do it in ways that's like I feel like you developed a pattern on YouTube that's like very successful.
It's successful, yeah.
And it's going to be hard as a person who strives for success to do something that you don't think matches that pattern. But
That's fair.
I think you're at a point where you can do what makes you happy, film your videos in a way that makes you happy, and you'll still be successful.
I think we did, and I think we did that some this summer. It's just
It's hard to
like you
do,
said,
man.
it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Norm, you know this as good as anybody. Like there is a pattern, there's a formula to success with what we do. You can't just vlog anymore. Like those days, I feel like are kind of dead.
The most successful channels are all a similar type of content. It's just recreated each time.
Right.
Think about even the biggest guys.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast. When you watch a Mr. Beast video, you know what to expect. You know what I mean? Same thing with like even David Dobrik or Logan Paul.
Facts.
because they have a formula and they're following that formula.
Exactly.
It's
we were
tough
watching
to get off
a
that
like a
formula.
Peter McKinnon podcast on the way up. Where he's talking with like the Unbox Theory guy who's like 20 million subscribers.
Sheesh.
And he's known as the unboxing guy. What he does is he takes things out of boxes that are cool, and that's what he does. So when you create a YouTube channel, people expect us to see us go fishing and do these outdoor things. It's cool that you have like the podcast and everything, but the bummer of a YouTube channel is that you get locked into that niche. So
That's right.
We can't randomly just go crank a freaking gaming video because it would just tank, and YouTube wouldn't like that, and then your channel would go down.
That's right.
So it's it's complicated, but it's
And so in a lot of ways, the podcast is that thing for me.
For sure.
Because
For sure.
this is like a time where we're not worried about like GoPros and like is the video working. We're just hanging out. We're just talking and we're just having conversations. So I do like this is kind of like an escape from that. You know, some of the stuff we've been doing this summer was like the boat stuff.
Yeah, man,
and the pond maintenance
yeah.
stuff. That was all stuff we kind of wanted to do. you
I
know?
just want you to be happy, man. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, and
I like
you
you're
know,
getting in the gym more, focusing on yourself.
That's gonna help. You know,
Just be happy, dude.
You just get obsessed with working so hard, and you can reach all the financial goals you've set. You can reach all the subscriber and view goals, and you're still just like, damn, I'm tired. You know, I'm freaking.
It's always on your mind.
burnt
It's never
out.
off. You're laying down in bed and you're like you're
Yes.
thinking about the next video idea. It's
Yeah.
you never clock in and out. You're
Yes.
always clocked in.
Yeah, talk about
So-
9 to 5. This is a freaking
Yeah,
5 to
it's-
5. This is
yeah.
like all the time thinking about it, and I have to. It's so hard to switch your brain off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
I would
But
agree.
and I'm sitting here. We're sitting here complaining about.
but
being
then
YouTubers. See,
I
have
also
to- I have to hit
remember
myself like, dude,
you
shut
could be
up.
changing old men's diapers.
Facts.
And doing that. So I always remember
Yeah.
like we're still the luckiest. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
I
I-
believe, and that's
yeah.
why I don't believe in like complain. I just
Yeah.
like, dude, just do it, man. Just freaking do
Yeah.
it. But at some point, you have to be selfish and be like, I have to take care of my mind and
Yeah,
as well
dude.
as my body and
Yeah,
my, I
for
got to
sure.
take care of this stuff because if you don't, You know, nobody's Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and you have known some pretty tough guys in our day, way tougher than me, and they were not Superman. You know what I mean? They've had mental breakdowns and suicides, and I mean, you know, it's like nobody's Superman. You got to take care of yourself. So, you know,
Give one to old Norm over there.
Critique
constructive criticism. Let me think, Norm.
Goodness.
You're tough, man, because you don't.
I think this one's easy, man. Just get your freaking AdSense figured out, dog.
Get your money, dog. Get
that
your
money,
hands on
baby.
the money.
That's fair.
Dude,
That's it.
I could critique myself because I can kind of take myself out of my person.
Wake up at 8.
Wake up early because a lot of times we go so hard that I can't get in video mode until like noon.
Oh my God.
It's rough, and also you got to think I don't have a branch yet because you know AdSense keeps all my money,
Nice.
so I can't buy a house.
Right. Which is why you don't carry a wallet around, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's somewhere in West Palm. We just haven't found it yet.
I got
If you guys find Norm's wallet, please return it.
Yeah, please.
Please return
yeah,
it.
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not waking up on time.
Yeah, you've always been late since I've known you, but
Yeah.
I've known people in my life, like I've had a couple
Yeah.
dear friends who were just always late.
I
It's
just
something
can't be on time.
you just accept it. You're just like, well, you know,
Yeah.
if that's your one flaw, that's a pretty.
Hey, the
decent
videos
flaw
will be
to
up on
have,
time,
you
but
know?
that's about it.
Yeah, the videos.
Yeah.
You might get a couple more
Yeah.
videos filmed too. Actually. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't be the same. I
But
just
yeah,
know
if
it.
if the energy's not right, then
Like
what's the point?
Catch 'em All doesn't wake up until 1 p.m.
Really,
Yeah.
he's an all-nighter kind of guy.
Yep. Some
Yeah.
successful people just.
They're just weird, man.
Yeah.
Eccentric. That's what they call it. Eccentric.
There's some successful people that wake up at 4 a.m., go to the gym, and do all this, and there's other
Right.
successful people that I've met that wake up at 1 p.m. and they
Sleep
just-
all day and
yeah.
work all night. I mean, hell, if the damn thing, if your way works, then by all means, don't let other people tell you to change it. Just
Yeah.
roll with it.
No, but I would love to get up earlier. I just got to train my body to do that.
That's
I
a
would
tough
also
one, dude.
like I critique myself because I save too much money, I don't spend enough. Like what you have going on here, like
Yeah.
genius. Like I need to spend more of my money to increase the content value and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Which you know we flew Zeta over and we have all that going on, but
Well, one thing
yeah, it
at a
would be cool
time,
to
you
do
know.
that.
You know, I mean,
I feel left out. Someone critique me. Jeez.
let's see, dangling with. Well, I critiqued your
Yeah, my
name,
name.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
critiqued you
but
hard.
we fixed it though. Dangling with
Yeah,
Dev.
then you
If
So
I were
now
you, I
you're Dev.
probably wouldn't have bought the stocks you bought.
The stocks that I bought.
One
made me all
one
that money.
critique, you should have sold
You
sooner,
should have
man.
sold.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But hey, man, that's what sent you on your life path, and now you're sitting here, man.
Man,
So
everything happens.
that's-
you know what I mean?
Yep.
that's right. Don't fight the universe, man. Just roll with the punches.
You
This
guys
has
ever
turned
watch
into-
the Loki show where it's all in the timeline?
No, I
Yeah.
want to
No.
though. So
Such a
no
good show.
spoilers.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I won't give. any
What?
spoilers,
It's on
but
the
good.
timeline.
Can
What
I
do you
use
mean?
your Disney?
Yeah,
Plus?
well, I think that
Can't
would be a
explain it.
spoiler anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Watch
no,
that.
but
Gotta
it's
spoil me.
dude, amazing
Isn't-
TV show.
isn't
The
he
quality is
bisexual?
insane. I don't think so.
That
I
has
think
nothing to do with the show.
I just read that. I
whatsoever.
just read that he was bisexual. So I don't know.
no. I think he doesn't have a gender. He's like a god. So there's no. He's not a boy or a girl.
Who are you talking about?
Loki.
Boy, that dude.
I thought he was a dude.
I
but-
read a
He's
whole
a
article.
dude.
I read a whole
Yeah.
article about how he was like literally confirmed he was bisexual. Like the character Loki is bisexual.
But there's also.
Everybody's just like,
Wait, like the
There's, like,
actor or the character?
But there's
no,
also-
the character.
There's
Man.
multiple Lokis that are
I don't know,
girls
yeah.
and
I don't know.
boys.
I'm just
Have you
saying
have you
like that.
seen?
dude, I love Marvel and
Yeah,
Star
you're the
Wars. I'll put it
Marvel
out,
nerd.
dude.
I love Marvel.
I like
Star
Marvel. I,
Wars
I
are-
like Marvel. I never liked comic books until all these movies started coming out.
Oh,
I was like, dude,
so
this stuff
good.
is amazing.
Dude,
It
you
is.
have to go see those in theaters because they put so much effort into them.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
there we
they're-
go, timer.
They're very well made.
Oh
no,
my
anytime
gosh.
like Infinity War, Endgame, Thor movies, any of that stuff's on TV, I just watch it.
Yeah.
I've seen it a million. It's just so damn good.
My man
Oh, hey,
Dale
Avatar 2
struggling.
is coming out soon.
He's struggling.
I hadn't
Are you
slept
okay?
a lot, man. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Well, we
doing
can
fine.
wrap it right here. This has turned into like a motivational thing too. I like the last
I enjoyed it.
section here.
I think
is-
it was good for the listeners, man.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is great, man. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah,
Go
appreciate
check
you
out.
guys, both of you.
Go check out Dangling with Devin. Soon to be Dangling with Dev.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
You know what?
Maybe
You
a
know what?
YouTube channel. I don't know.
No, we're gonna do it after this motivation.
Yeah, you should be
Just do
super
it. Just,
motivated
you
right
know,
now.
Just do it.
If you see that the three of us morons have made it on YouTube, you're probably like, damn, I need to get in
Well,
on
I
this.
wasn't actually gonna say that out loud.
Well,
but-
you know, it's the end of the podcast.
We're smart morons.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
our
were
own
clever.
way.
We were clever with our
Yeah.
idiocy.
No, I
so.
say if you're good at one thing, just ride with it.
That's
We
right.
were good at this one thing, so that's what
right.
we do.
Any final words, Badge?
I love you guys.
You ready to get home?
I'm so ready.
I gotcha. Thank you guys for watching, listening, however you're doing it. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like these podcast videos. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify or whatever, make sure you follow, subscribe, or whatever that process is. Leave a 5-star review, write a review. We might read it on the show. Go check out Fishing with Norm on YouTube and all his socials. Check out Badge over at AO Fishing.
Thanks. .com.
Oh, man, AOFishing.com. But until next time, ladies and gents, we'll see you later.
I stared in that camera the whole outro.
Did you? I'll leave it in.
Death
The,
stare.